Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I got the outfit on this in this image working with dForce. The outfit I used is Glamour outfit for Genesis 3 females. So to set up my scene, I had Genesis 8 female loaded. I went to my content directory and I loaded the outfit, the skirt and the top, and used the autofit that came up to transfer it to Genesis 8. Now once it's there, it actually loads in this pose where the skirt is poking through the bottom of the floor, which is going to cause issues, as well as the feet that's poking through the skirt. So what I did was set up a memorized pose, which had her up higher with the feet pointing down and the skirt up higher as well. Now all you have to do once you have the figure in that position, you go to Edit Figure, Memorize Figure or Memorize Figure Pose, and it'll go back to the setting when you restore it. The next thing I did was, for simulation settings, if you have the skirt selected, you go to dForce, add dForce modifier dynamic surface. The next thing I did was make sure that I have an animated use timeline play range selected, and I set up an animation in here, basically zero pose for here, moved it there and applied the pose, which gives you a timeline that'll scrub through. Under surfaces for the skirt, if you click on simulation, I used the dForce surface adjuster to get a silkier feel to the material. Just click it 3 times. And when you click accept, it'll adjust these 2 settings for you. I think the only other thing I wanted to double check was use shape from simulation start frame is the one I used. Once you have all that set up, I'm going to click simulate. So that finished draping, and the dress dragging along on the floor gave me some nice wrinkles and folds in there. So I usually like to make sure that mesh resolution is set to high resolution and smoothing is turned back on if it got turned off. Just wait for iRay to do its thing. I guess I had to recap the settings that I used. For simulation settings, I used the animated time play range. I added a dynamic surface to the skirt. The top is pretty tight fitting. I didn't think it needed a dynamic surface. Under parameters, I used the shape from simulation start frame. And under surfaces, I used the dForce surface adjuster to get a silkier finish. You can, depending on the outfit that you want to drape, you can go for silkier, stiffer, and there's other options that you can play around with. Now this is only one way of doing it. There's so many different ways in Daz Studio to do something, but for me this worked. Okay, that's all that I'm showing you today. Hopefully I was able to help you a little bit further along on your dForce journey. Thank you.